We're looking at the initial disposition as it relates to both parents today. May I have the names of our participants, please.
Katerina Dumont, lawyer guardian ad litem.
Saja Thomas, counsel for the department. Ms. McVeigh.
Megan McVeigh from the department.
Michael Brooks, I represent the father, James Marawelli. Mr. Marawelli?
Yes, sir. My name is James Marwally.
I'm representing mother. She's not here. I've checked out in the hallway.
Thank you. All right, Ms. Dumont, whenever you're ready.
Your Honor, I did file a formal report yesterday. They were able to go out and meet with Willow and James at her home. I was scheduled to visit at the school, but there was a snow day again because the back roads in Addison are pretty bad. She's doing well. She was napping. She did wake up. She said that the past week, her and her dad had the flu pretty bad. So they were recovering from that. She's doing better. Was able to go.
Okay, I'm sorry. It's cutting in and out on our end.
Oh.
So could you repeat that last bit? I think you said maybe they were sick or something.
Yeah, so they had the flu pretty bad the past few weeks, but they're doing better. Willow was able to go to school for her Valentine's Day party. She's doing better in school. When we've talked with Luann there, she said the only issue is sometimes there's some tardies. I do think that Willow, after speaking with her father, he indicated she has her implants now. I think it's important for her to go to the dentist. I think considering the issues with her mother consuming alcohol while pregnant, she needs to get that fetal alcohol syndrome testing. And I also think she needs to get the CTAC done. So we spoke with the James with regards to that and explaining what that would entail and require. And I think he is agreeable to that. And I think he knows that that's in the best interest of Willow.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, testimony today, Ms. Thomas.
Yes, Your Honor. But first, I just want to acknowledge to the court that I did not provide the court today for this hearing an ICWA cover sheet or the inquiries that were completed. That is on my to-do list, and I just want to let the court know that I did not complete that, and so I apologize. And will either get to the court as soon as possible, or I can include it with the worker's next court report.
All right, thank you. Probably the sooner the better would be good. Okay. Thank you.
Okay,
I'll call. Sorry, I might make a correction on the record, Your Honor. I actually represent father. Mr. Brooks represents mother.
He's right.
Okay. All right, testimony today, Ms. Thomas.
Thank you, and I'll call Ms. McVeigh.
Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help me God?
Yes, I do.
All right. Megan, you have prepared a court report for today's hearing. It looks like it's just the brief court report and then the 2 case service plans for the parents. Was there anything else that you filed or circulated that is not included in the cover sheet?
No.
Okay. And are there any updates or modifications that need to be made to your report or the case service plans?
I was able to meet with James and Mr. Marawelli yesterday, along with the GAL, Ms. Dumont, and he did talk about getting, are we live? I'm sorry.
Yes, we are. Sorry.
The child,
yeah.
The child into counseling, which I was really happy to hear. He had started that process through Lifeways as he lives in Jackson County. So there is a trauma-informed therapist that already goes to Addison schools to visit with other children. And so she would be able to be added to that as well. I haven't been able to confirm that yet. And I know it hasn't started. That's pretty new. And they were pretty sick for a while. So hopefully that'll get started pretty soon. I was able to schedule the CTAC assessment for May 1st. And he was provided that date yesterday, and we're gonna be working on the fetal alcohol exam. That is going, sounds like we're gonna have to go through U of M, which might take quite a bit of time.
Thank you. In your report, there's obviously some concern about communicating with mom. Have you had any communication with her since we were here last, January 28th?
I have had some phone calls, a couple of phone calls. I was able to reach her by phone and text a couple of times. We had a scheduled appointment yesterday to meet in person, and she did not come to the door. I also did an unannounced visit, and she did not answer the door during that as well. I have not been able, she talked about wanting to sign over custody to the father, but she would need to be here, or we would need to be able to meet with her in order to do that. She did text message another worker that said that she is moving to Florida. And when I spoke with the dad yesterday, he mentioned that he believes that she has already gone there.
And this time, your report indicates that the permanency goal for the kiddo is to remain with dad or with a parent. Is that still your recommendation?
Yes.
Okay. And the case service plans that you've prepared, were you able to prepare them in collaboration with the parents?
Actually, no, I was not. Mr. Marawelli was I was not able to reach him by phone or unannounced visit. I did try an unannounced visit, and he did not come to the door because he was ill and had the flu, so I don't blame him on that time, but I was not able to coordinate with him. However, yesterday we talked about everything that is in the case service plan, and he is willing to get services for his daughter. But these are just proposed, that's why they're unsigned. I was unable to make contact with either parent.
Okay. And as they're proposed, do you believe that the case service plan would assist the parents in overcoming the conditions that cause the court to take jurisdiction?
Yes.
And I know that there's been some delay in getting services going and or communicating, but since the trial, or since the removal from mom, I guess back in December, have there been any voluntary services that either parent has participated in or completed?
The mother, no. Mr. Marawelli has, like I said, just started with services for Willow, the child, and that is it. She is also, the child is receiving numerous services at school, which is really good. She has a behavior interventional specialist, and she also has somebody that helps her check in and out every day to make sure she gets all of her assignments and stuff sent home. So Mr. Marawelli has made sure that she has been successful in school, and I've spoke with also the resource officer at school, who mentioned that the child's behavior and performance in school is greatly improved.
Okay. And for purposes of the initial disposition, is there anything else that you believe the court should know today?
I don't believe so.
Okay. All right, thank you. With that, Your Honor, I have no further questions and ask the court to accept the court report with the case service plans. Thank you.
No objection.
No objections?
Thank you. It is received. Any questions, Mr. McFarland?
Yes, if I heard you correctly, my client was agreeable to the case service plan, which you read to him in its entirety. Is that correct?
I did not read it to him in his entirety. We discussed it yesterday. There aren't specific services. The only thing on here that he would be asked to do is if we had concern to ask him to submit to a drug screen, but other than that, it's basically what's being asked of him is to get services for the child.
And you reviewed that with him and he was agreeable, correct?
Yes.
Okay. I know notices have been sent out to the purported tribes, correct?
Yes,
I'm not sure. Are you aware that there are registered agents with the tribes that have to sign? It can't be anybody. Are you aware of that?
I'm not sure.
Anybody else?
Okay. So I'm sure your attorney will get in touch with you on that.
Yes.
Thank you. Nothing further, Your Honor.
Any questions, Mr. Brooks?
No.
Any redirect or any other questions for your witness?
Are you referring to me, Your Honor?
Ms. Thomas?
No, Your Honor.
Oh, I'm sorry, Ms. Dumont, did you have any questions?
Just quickly, Ms. McVeigh, do you believe that the case service plan for Mr. Marawelli is in the best interest of the minor child?
Yes, I do.
Nothing further, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for your testimony. We are adjourned to your seat. Any other witnesses today? Ms. Thomas?
No, Your Honor.
Anyone you'd like us to hear from, Mr. McFarland?
Mr. Marawelli, please, Your Honor, you be sworn in.
Mr. Marwelli, who joins us by Zoom, thank you.
Sir, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir. I do.
Thank you, Mr. Marawelli.
Yeah.
We heard Ms. McVeigh testify that she went over what the agency would like you to do for your daughter. We're not going to mention her name in court. And I think I heard you say in the background, yes, that you're agreeable to all those things. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, we discussed yesterday and I wasn't sure on the testing. I thought they had to do some poking and prodding to my daughter. I wasn't gonna accept that, but it's not like that. I guess it's just the counseling, to see what, if any effects of when the mother drank, if it had any effects on my daughter. So I'm all for that. Like I said, I've already got the process started for counseling for my daughter. I don't think she needs it, but let's just do what we need to do. She's been really good. She has a couple episodes, but in all, she's doing really well for, not being with her mom.
Is there anything that you specifically need to raise your daughter that you can think of that may not have been covered with you?
No, sir. No, we have pretty much everything we need.
And you have dependable transportation?
I do.
Okay, I understand that gas cards are also being provided to you, correct?
Yeah, so I get laid off in the winter, unemployment. I've been fighting unemployment. I finally have, they said they're sending me a check. I haven't got one yet. I just make sure that I know all my bills are paid. I have enough money saved for my bills to get paid before I go back to work in April or May.
Thank you. Anything else you wish to contribute today?
Just the fact that, this whole thing started with that I did not do anything to attempt to get my daughter out of there. And I just would like the courts to know that I did file 2 ex partes and they were denied. So this whole thing started as I didn't do anything to get my daughter out of the home, which I made 2 attempts and got denied on. So just if you could.
I do recall we mentioned that in court the first time when I was representing you. Yep. Okay.
Okay.
Well, I'll see if any other attorneys have any questions for you, sir.
Okay, sir.
All right, Mr. Marwelli, do you have a pending action for custody or exclusive visitation pending?
I do
Have you
not.
filed anything else?
I just filed the 2 ex partes and they got denied, and then here we are. So I don't know what the next, I've had custody of my daughter before, and her mom done some things, and I didn't know about the court date. She got her back, but I mean, I've had my daughter ever since she's been born. So
Are you willing to file an action requesting custody be changed back to you?
yes.
All right, because that's, along with enjoying the support of the department, that's gonna be the quickest way for you to get us out of your lives, frankly, is to make sure that in the long term, your daughter is safe through that form.
Yeah, that's my number one priority, is my daughter to be safe.
Mine too. All right, anyone else have questions for Mr. Marwelli?
Sir, do you have any kind of an ongoing relationship of any kind this child's mother?
No, sir. I tried to help her out, and I've tried and tried and tried, and I'm just over it. I just want her to be a mother, and she fails to do that. So, no, I have no relationship. When my daughter was there, I did talk to her, because I had to go over, pick her up, after school and things like that. But, I've tried for the last 15 years and it doesn't do any good. So I do not have a relationship. I will never go back to this woman. I just want her to be a good mom to my daughter. That's all.
Thank you. That's all.
Thank you.
Any questions, Ms. Dumont?
James, I know
Yeah.
there was some troubles with the department and getting in contact with you to see Willow or make sure she's okay. Do you have the best way that we can get a hold of you? Do you prefer us to come out there? What's going to be the easiest way to make sure we facilitate good communication?
I'm always home and you guys are more than welcome to stop out anytime. I do have a Wi-Fi box now where I live at. It's kind of like a bowl and my communication or they're not very good. So I do have a Wi-Fi box now. I just got that when you guys came the night before. So I believe that we'll have better communication.
Okay, perfect. I don't have any further questions. Thank you.
Any questions, Ms. Thomas?
No, Your Honor.
Thank you for your testimony. Anyone else you'd like us to hear from, gentlemen?
No, you aren't.
No,
Ms. Dumont?
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
Comments in closing, beginning with Ms. Thomas.
Thank you, Your Honor. In this matter, we have a kiddo who is with a parent in their home environment, seems to be doing better in school and has a lot of services in place there. So that is very good to hear. And I'm grateful that Mr. Marawali joined us today and can get started on that case service plan, which is really aimed at ensuring the well-being and safety of his daughter. And with that, Your Honor, we're just asking the court to adopt case service plans. No idea what's going to happen with mom. She seems to really not be interested in trying to get this relationship back with her daughter or do what's needed to have that relationship with her. And so the workers will continue to do what they can, likely shifting to the absent parent protocol. And we hope to be able to provide you an update at our next hearing. But with that, we would just ask for a 90-day review and if mom does appear, that her parenting time remain supervised. Thank you.
Any comments, Mr. McFarland?
I would encourage Mr. Marawelli to call me and schedule a telephone conference through the public defender's office, because I imagine it'd be very difficult for any layperson to navigate the custody and this as the court's requesting. So if he wishes to do so, I'll be willing to give him some guidance on what the court's direction it anticipates in taking, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you, and I'll do that, sir.
Mr. Brooks, any comments?
no, Your Honor.
Ms. Dumont?
Your Honor, I would ask the court accept the case service plan, as I do believe that's in the best interest of the minor child, and I am hopeful today and yesterday that Mr. Marawelli is going to complete his case services and the minor child is going to benefit greatly from them.
Thank you. The court finds all interested parties are given notice for purposes of the initial disposition hearing today. I have reviewed the case services plans. They do appear to target the areas where both parents need support. Specifically, the removal from Jennifer Webb will continue. She's had limited or no contact with the agency. She's done nothing to remedy the risk of harm associated with allowing the child to be returned to her care, and we'll need her to demonstrate some effort on that front if she wants to continue to engage with her child. Frankly, we'll look for Mr. Marawelli to take appropriate action through the front of the court to secure custody moving forward, to secure against that risk, as well as to cooperate with the department to continue to secure services for himself and his child that will be beneficial moving forward and set them up for success as well. So the case services plans will become part of today's court order. The child will remain placed with her father. That is the safest and least restrictive under the circumstances. The department has satisfied its obligation to provide reasonable efforts towards reunification. We'll look forward to the organized ICWA inquiry at or before the next court report. as well as progress and services at our next review hearing, which will be, give that date, May 19th at 10:30 in the morning. Monday, May 19th at 10:30. Unless there's any questions.